Hello and welcome to Daily News Analysis of APSC. Today is 27th of January 2023 and this is the list that we are providing you for today. A very short list, but then nevertheless we'll proceed. The first one is India's first mission to study the sun to begin in June-July. So ISRO has stated that it will send India's first mission by June-July to study the sun. The mission is called Aditya L1 mission. Aditya L1. Okay, so we have already discussed this in brief in previous news analysis or news capsule. So Aditya L1 is the first mission by India to study the sun. Then it is definitely is being projected by ISRO, and then it will go in the L1 orbit. That is the first Lagrangian point of Sun and Earth system. Okay. Now, what do you understand by Lagrangian point? You can see the image here, all these listings. So those listings L1, L2, L3, L4 are called Lagrangian points. Now, Lagrangian points are those positions in space where the gravitational force of two masses, particularly let's take the example of Earth and Sun here. So gravitational forces between them and forces. So Lagrangian points are the places or positions in space where objects stay put or remain in the almost stationary position. So the gravitational force is between two masses, okay, in this case Earth and Sun, right? And the centrifugal forces that due to which the Earth orbits around the Sun, that becomes equal. Okay, so any objects placed, let's take the example of the Aditya L1, it'll go to the L1 orbit, right? So in that point it will be stationary. Now Lagrangian points are important in space because the spacecraft they use these points to reduce fuel consumption and remain in position. Okay, so that is what Lagrangian points mean. So from here, understand what are Lagrangian points, then the mission itself, Aditya L1. All right. Then we come to the second news, that is World Economic Report by UN. So World Economic Report 2023 has been released by the Department of Economic and Social Affairs of UN, and the economic growth reached 1.9% in 2023 from 3% in 2022. Now global inflation is to remain at 6.5 in 2023, and due to which countries will face recession as they enter 2024. Now because of the recession, there will be a lot of unemployment, and more than 350 million people are to face food insecurity. So this is quite worrying signs for the people in the world. There has been a lot of recession in countries because of the pandemic and also the war brought by Russia and Ukraine. So definitely a worrying signs. Now the third news is on UWIN. So what is it? It is a replica of CoWIN. We know what CoWIN is. It was launched by Universal Immunization Program of India that will register details of vaccination doses provided to pregnant women. The key word here is pregnant women in the country. Now CoWIN, we know CoWIN is a platform for COVID vaccine doses, to register yourself for COVID vaccine doses. Similarly, UWIN is a platform, but a difference is it will only be meant for pregnant women. All right, pregnant women. And Also, post-pregnancy, the platform will administer birth doses. Okay, so pregnant women, and after the pregnancy, post-pregnancy, the birth doses will also be given in Covenant. So these are the key features that you have to remember. Then CERVAVAC. CERVAVAC is to cure cervical cancer. It was launched by the Serum Institute of India during National Girl Child Day on January 24th. So National Girl Child Day, to be provided to girls between the age of 9 to 14 years. So the key features here is 9 to 14 years old girls for cervix cancer. So finally, we come to the culture point. So today is 27th of January. So every year, annually, Busu Dima is celebrated by the Dimasa community. So 27th January annually. Then it is the prime festival of the people of Dimasa community. Then Busu means the festival of eating newly grown autumnal rice. So autumn I don't have to explain because it's a season before the winter that we all know. Then definitely eating newly grown autumnal rice, meaning harvesting festival. Then the festival is celebrated by arranging feasts and various cultural functions. Like with the festival of eating, there is feast definitely, and various cultural programs like dances and shows. Now this Busu Dima is celebrated in 3 ways: Jidap, Surem, and Hangsau Manauba. Jidap is the simplest form of Busu. Then simplest form, yeah. And Surem is a celebration that lasts at least for 3 nights. So Surem is celebrated frequently, and Hangsau Manauba is celebrated occasionally as it requires large amount of money and manpower. So this is definitely the biggest one, you could say. The biggest Busu will be Hangsau Manauba. I think it happened last year. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So it happened last year, I guess. So this time, I don't know what the celebration is yet. So Busu Dima is by Dimasa community. So this brings us to the end of the news for today. So join our Telegram channel for the PDFs and all the other courses that we're providing in our YouTube channel. So thank you for joining.